This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill no one.
Wait a second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies. We like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Well, hey, we are doing it live now.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Jake is going to have to monitor the chat because I'm going to be busy doing the camera work.
Okay.
But I've had people requesting, since I've cordoned off my anime in a separate section now, an anime tour. And that is very doable. So, I'm just going to go ahead and start. And Jake, you can also comment if you see something fun. Speaking of animes, I've got my limited manga collection here. But hey, I love Dr. Slump. Probably my favorite Toriyama book. I know you Dragon Ball fans are like, Dragon Ball Z! No. Dr. Slump. Dr. Slump is freaking awesome. And unfortunately, a lot of these seem to be out of print, which is, I love Vampire. It's great having the whole of that. Yeah. And Deers and Gunsmith Cats. They stopped releasing this, which is sad because this was a pretty good series, Honeypot. Inuyasha, I actually have the individual comics, which is why it starts at 15, because that's when they stopped releasing the individual comics here in the United States. The original concept of Inuyasha here in the States was that they were going to release it at the same time that they were releasing it in Japan. That didn't last very long. Kaito Jean, I love this Angelic Days story. It's just great. One Pound Gospel. Again, the same thing with Ranma. I've got like the first 4 like bigger ones, and the bigger ones that don't fit on the shelf are on another shelf somewhere. Zetsubo Sensei, again, they stopped releasing it, so, you know. Then Skip Beat, which is the only one I really collect these days. The Slayers, short novels. Again, 1 and 2, I got all the basic comics for All New Tenchi Muyo. So some fun stuff. But down here at the bottom, I mean, I have here is what the stuff that's used. I need to watch it before I allow it in my collection. I've only got one anime here, which is that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Which I do need to see. And then, of course, down here at the bottom, I have a bunch of things that I don't want to get rid of necessarily for one reason or another. Like Castle in the Sky, because they have particular English dub that's not on the Blu-ray release. Kiki's, because of the musical selection that's not on the Blu-ray release. Totoro for the Fox one. These Sailor Moon ones, which...
Hey, Rosie.
They're the only ones with the Deke dub. And I've got that all the way through a Super S, which is pretty good because those are pretty fine out of print. Then, of course, well, you know why I've got that.
Oh, yeah.
Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
But I'm not having them.
Also, why I did not, quote unquote, upgrade to the new release.
But, you know, I mean, they're not going to be watched very often. I might break one out every once in a while, but I don't need them in the main collection because I will likely hit the regular ones before I hit those. So on my display shelf, I have the Gundam Wing set, this giant one, which I still
Nice.
crack open.
Yeah.
Godzilla over here. But speaking of the Evangelion set, there's the Ultimate one, which I got. I hadn't really had much of an interest in, but then I got it because it just came up and I was like, okay, fine, I'll apply for it. And then I got the bid, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll get it. And this is one I also almost gave up on, where for $60 you got the first 3 seasons on Blu-ray of My Hero Academia,
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
which was nice. And they were selling for god-awful large amounts. And then it just so happened I was at our Walmart, and there were like 4 of them available. I put the word out that, hey, if you're in this area, which is not very likely with the area I was at,
No.
but you know. So I'm going to go down here, and then I'll hit the my NIS stuff and the stuff on the fireplace at the end. So as you can see, my TV collection kind of ends there. I need to double check. The South Park has a 22nd season. I just need to update my South Park, which they have a sale on Amazon, so I might do that. So here we go. Well, I can't linger on these because, well, these are not so safe for home. But now we're on to the Roger's favorite right here. Now, when I do anime, I do Asian animation for this. So you'll see a couple of Korean and maybe 1 or 2 Chinese ones here. And there may be a couple missing. I love these animation runner Kuromis. They're so Tree of Palm is a good example of. Actually, no, I think that is Japanese. Well, we'll come across a couple. Well, actually, I can tell you right here. I mean, these Coffee Samurai Korean. So you got the Bleach movies, Asylum Sessions, which is a terrible one. My Akira Steelbook over there. I still need to upgrade these Card Captors movies. All right, and now my Case Closed specials and movies. That's all they release these days. They don't release the series anymore. Cat Suit. I love this one. But they still got a little bit of the liquid down there, too.
You know, for kids.
It is a cool one. I enjoy it. Who knows? We might be talking about it next time. We were talking about steelbooks. I did get the upgraded steelbook for the movies of Code Geass. Maybe I'll do the steelbook for the series, too, because they've got one for the whole season 1 and 2. Cowboy Bebop movie steelbook. Dead Leaves, another great one. Now, look at all the DBZ movies. It doesn't take up nearly as much as the series. And, of course, all the Fate movies that I've got there. But you have Unlimited Blade Works.
What's that?
I think you have the movie Unlimited Blade Works, don't you?
I do. I do not have the series.
Even the original series?
No, I don't have the Unlimited Blade Works series. I do have the original Fate series.
That's still a good one.
Yeah.
The one Italia movie. I do have the full the full release, but I've kind of put the rest of the extras in a corner. Love Live there at the end. And then, of course, all the Lupin specials and movies. There's a lot of those. My first and final haul sets, which are really nice. So I think I've released most of them now. I love that steelbook. We're envious about this, but you can now get the normal version if you want. And
I'm more envious of your collection of the series.
Yeah. Then of course there's the Monogatari movies.
Yes.
All those Naruto films. I don't know. Of course, some of the Dirty Pair that's going to be replaced sometime soon. There we go. Some One Piece, lots of One Piece, and those 4 Persona movies for Persona 3 that Rose keeps jumping in front of.
Hey, Rose's butt.
They are the best Persona content I have seen. They're really good. And that's a cool set. They're kind of releasing it piecemeal right now on Blu-ray. I would love to get the whole, though. If they did a whole set, I'll upgrade. But that's everything in that set, so. Let's see here. Some pretty cool stuff over here. The Sailor Moon films.
Mm-hmm.
I also have those 3 on DVD as well for that original dub. There's a good one. Satellite Girl and Milk Cow. There's a Korean one.
Am I remembering correctly that was the one Coffee Samurai was re-released on?
What?
Satellite Girl and Milk Cow? Because it comes with the bonus.
Let's see. Yes.
Yep. All right.
You know, but it doesn't have the other thing that came on that original release. That one had 2. Summer Wars, everybody's favorite. I upgraded this one because my original release of the second Tenchi movie had a flaw in it, so it kept skipping. I hate that the new Tiger and Bunny series is streaming only.
There's a new series?
Yes, on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I'll have to see it.
And of course, Transformers, which is technically an anime.
Oh, shoot. I totally forgot Tiger and Bunny from my open research. How did I forget that?
Oh, don't forget the Right Stuff anime.
Yeah.
There's the thing. It was a April Fool's joke, but you got the amount that you spent in credit, so you're able to get it back.
Nice.
Under the Dog, which was a project, I never did get to see the full of it. This was basically funding to see if they could get it off the ground. I guess they didn't, because I haven't heard hide nor hair of the series. There's the Urusei Yatsura movie collection.
Nice.
Vampire Hunter D, Venus Wars. I love that set. That was a nice set. One of my earlier anime movies I watched. It was good to have. Wicked City, one I know you would love, Jacob. Your Name, excellent box set. This is the Marvel anime series.
Mm-hmm.
Also really good. And then now we're into the series, as you can see. Then you got Index, Accelerator, and of course Railgun.
Mm-hmm.
The Index movie was earlier on. The Little Prince, which I watched on Nickelodeon as a kid, which is kind of cool.
Adventures of Mini Goddess is fun.
It is. I love that series. They need to release it again. Afro Samurai. I mean, who can forget that? And that's an awesome set. I love this set. It is beautiful. Hair. You saw the series, didn't you?
What, Agent? No.
Oh, I don't know.
I've seen everything around it, basically. Except I've not yet seen Akiba 48. I own it.
And this is one I also love because of the
yeah, that's it.
I could upgrade, but I don't want to. That's the funny thing.
That's the whole kit and caboodle.
I just love the boxes there.
Yeah.
Angel Beats, which is one I know many are envious of because it's
yes. I got it.
It's worth having. Of course, I have the both Anohana releases.
I got the NIS release.
Right.
That is an excellent series.
So some pretty cool stuff here. The Aria ones, which I also didn't bother to upgrade because I do love the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are pretty awesome sets. I'm not going to bring it in. I'll take it over here. There you go. Yes, collection of after-school specials indeed.
I very much hope that the acquisition of Right Stuff by Crunchyroll does not mean the death knell for Nozomi, because Nozomi does put out good, solid stuff.
Especially when they got a redo of what was it, Dirty Pair.
Well, that's going to happen.
Yes.
I mean, regardless. But I mean, yeah, it would be nice if. Although sadly, I could almost see Crunchyroll going to a Kickstarter platform for any new releases.
Well, the email that they sent me was you shouldn't have any fear. If we do end up canceling the project, we will refund you. Which that kind of.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
They said that.
And that's what they said in my email.
Ah, shit.
Hopefully they keep going. Azumanga Daioh, excellent series. Used to be really popular. You don't hear much about it these days.
Mm-hmm.
Damned if it's not one of the best slice of life series out there.
Yeah, it's a fun one. It's strange to think the creator hated it.
Bakano, of course, another
Yeah. I want.
way out of print.
Way out of print. I want.
Cheaper of the two versions, even though some people say it was almost as much as the Aniplex one when they got
When
released.
you buy it.
Baka and Test, also amazing series.
Hmm.
One I wish they did more of. Bananya, we just talked about. Now, I've got Beast King Go Line. I did not get the Die Rugger series because it's really out of print. And you've got that one.
Yeah.
Black Butler, excellent series. And I did get this Black Clover season 1 and 2 set, which was relatively cheap. For season 3 to come out as a full set. And then Bleach. It's a lot of Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
Your laundry. And of course, these are kind of out of print, these Blood Pluses. I love the series, though. Much more than this. Ooh, I hate Blood Sea. So Bobo is awesome.
And the way, speaking of shows for kids, we got the wonderful kids show there, Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan.
Slightly fun there. Bobo is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I was glad that they did that because it's a much slimmer release.
Yeah.
And others. Boruto, which I've been collecting.
I need to watch my copies of Book of Bentora and the Bodacious Space Pirates.
Whenever they put Boruto on sale, I grab a few of the sale copies. I'm always behind on the releases, but I also know they ain't going out of print anytime soon.
You're way ahead of me. Yeah.
So, like I grabbed a few more. As Brave Witches. I love this release of Bubblegum Crisis. And even though I think as far as a series overall, this version of Bubblegum Crisis is better, the music is much better in the original. So, there's, of course, the sequel series, Bubblegum Crash. Very good. My Card Captors and Card Captors Card. And there's the case closed. The first 150 episodes. Unfortunately, that's nowhere near. It's actually got more episodes than One Piece.
Yeah.
So some fun stuff there. Code Yes. I might want to try eventually in getting this because they combined these two into one steelbook, which I might have to do. I don't know if they added this one because that one's also a thick boy. From Artie. Another one that we need to talk about more.
Yeah.
And Cowboy Bebop, which I've gotten the steelbook when they re-released it.
That's a cool looking steelbook.
I think that one's out of print too, isn't it?
No.
This is a series I was glad. I mean, these two were out for ages on D. Gray Man, the first 2 seasons. And then they finally said, okay, years later, we'll finally release the rest of the series. So I'm kind of glad they did that. I love D. Gray Man. I mean, there's that Digi Shiratnyo that we were talking about earlier. It's hard to believe that's only like half the series. And there's that one that you just showed off.
Yeah. And another one we discussed on the channel, the Detroit Metal City.
Very good in there. Of course, everybody wants Dragon Ball, but of course, let's not forget this classic, also on print. Tank release, awesome one. So I got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Kai, and Super. And they're about to start up with that again. Of course,
there's a new movie in the Super series out right now.
Just too many movies.
That's a good one.
Okay, Kat, I love you. You gotta get that away.
He really wants to be in the video.
He does. Now, this is one of the reasons why I never bothered to upgrade the El Hazard stuff. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
There are a couple like that in there that just the releases are so really high quality that I don't want to replace it with just a plain release. All right, so I'm going to have to reach up high for these. I doubt I'll be able to pull many of them because of that. And I can see where it's kind of got fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
But you got Excel Saga there. I love that. Though I have debated upgrading for that. Fairy Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Lots and lots of Fairy Tale.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a lot of my Fate sets right here.
Mm-hmm.
Which are in there. Full Metal Panic. Cool stuff there. Full Metal Alchemist. I believe that these are out of print now because I think Aniplex released a version of it now.
Yep.
Is that one out of print?
I don't think so. It's pricey though.
Gokuen Alice, also excellent series. If you can see it, get it. Genshiken, also excellent series. If you can catch it, get it.
Mm-hmm.
Great series. Gintama is a disappointment because they did not release all of it.
Yeah.
Girls Bravo, which is there. And the Gregory Horror Show, which we covered. Excellent. Whew. As I hold my hand over my head. Gungrave. Haganai is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an old one. We'll probably see that back on the pickups. Because that predates the show quite a bit. That was one of my
As your favorite guy on there, Kotoro Nambara.
Your greatest, it's like your best friend and your greatest enemy. Hari and Gu, excellent. I'm glad I got a hold of this box set when I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's really out of print. Really good series. Really good. There's the Hell Girl, and I think there's another season out that's never been released.
I believe so, yeah.
But I've got what they did release, which most of that's out of print.
First season was quite excellent with that one.
So I got most of the original Astro Boy release about what they didn't lose copy-wise because it's an older. It's one of the Predator is one of the first anime. So Hidamari sketch with the thing that the graduation one, which I used to complete it. The original Hunter x Hunter series.
You lucky bastard.
Other anime with it that came with it. And I'm in Strawberry Eggs, which is one of Brittany's favorites.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I forgot to look up If Her Flag Breaks. That was actually a fun series, too.
It is. It's a good one. I don't have all the fancy series for this, but I do have I do have season 2 and 3 transposed.
Mm-hmm.
But I have them. There they go.
Is This a Zombie is a fun one.
This is another one where the DVD actually has a cooler looking release.
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Really sparkly. These freaking JoJo sets are freaking. I love these sets. I mean,
they're pretty amazing.
And of course, I got the really big edition of Kami-sama Kiss. Never watched the second season though. In Kain, we don't have that one's out of print.
Kain is way out of print. It needs to come back.
I want to upgrade one day my Kill la Kill to the Blu-ray.
Wait a minute.
What?
Did I see Kate and Leopold on your anime shelf?
Occasionally they get placed. Just like
forget that Tom was anime.
I found Constantine in my movie section. That one needs to go in the movie section, and that needs to go in the anime section. I believe that is anime, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it's. I have stragglers that make it through. The good thing is, as I'm logging them individually, by the time I get to the end of logging these, I will have sorted them out because I have to go through each one individually and log them into the collection. And doing them en masse, it's difficult, but when you're doing them one at a time, you're going to catch them.
I saw you did go for the Discotheque re-release of Kimaguri.
Oh, yeah. Such a space saver.
It is.
I mean, same thing with Koto-chan.
Yeah. Well, I like my Babbitt boxes, but yeah, I'll probably end up having to slim down eventually.
Well, plus, they reintegrated the original openings and stuff.
Now, one of these days, I will get Kill a Kill, and I'll probably get the condensed set, but I don't want to pay that much.
You know, this Chevalier d'Eon, these are another reason why I never condensed it, because damned if it does not look awesome.
They are nice looking, yes.
Yep. So, of course, there's one you envy me for.
I very much envy you there for that. I want.
Movie. And, of course, we have some of these in here. That Love Hina set's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And there's my Lupin stuff. I've got Season 1, which they did re-release it on Blu-ray, but heck with it. I haven't even opened my DVD yet. Season 2, which is massive. Season 3, 4, and 5. And there's Fujikomuni.
Mabarajo. I know you envied me that set, but then you found it.
And, of course, this is one I really slimmed down.
Yeah.
Which was good to get. And, of course, this one, I think, I can't remember which one of these two Magical Project S is hard to get. I know one of them is pretty expensive. And this one is a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
This is this is a classic right here. Also a strange one. Now, out of print.
Yes. Yes.
And March Comes Like a Lion. That's also a really good series.
I must have that, but it's expensive.
There's Haposai.
Yeah. Hiding in front of Maria watches over us. Interesting.
Yep. Another one I didn't bother to go down because the original Nozomi sets look so much better than the current ones.
Yeah.
Marmalade Boy. Actually, those original sets look pretty good, but the last two of those 4 sets, first off, they're thick boys. They're all like that size. So 4 of those, that's a lot of room. And the last 2 were like just ungodly expensive. There's the Haruhi set. Really good one.
Nice set.
There's one you don't see very often is Miami Guns. Actually, and Mermaid Forrest, because that one's out of print too. Sadly. Let's see here. Of course, then you got the Monogatari stuff.
Yes, I want.
Very expensive.
I have some of it, but not nearly all of it.
Very expensive ones. They look good on the shelf, though.
They do.
Moon Phase, we were talking about that one.
Need to get that one and to see it.
That one's a really cool one. I love how it looks. I actually like they use the old school ones for the Moribito. They use the old school DVD cases for that, which is cool. My Little Monster, excellent series.
That's a fun one.
Now this is one that's out of print, which is the Mysterious Cities of Gold, also from my childhood, and from my childhood, which is there. 20 Witches. I actually got this particular box set. I think I gave did I give you the other box that I had?
believe so, yes.
This one's not a stacker, which is why. I got this off of somebody else fairly cheap. And it's pretty,
it looks cool.
The top comes off and it's individuals. There's that Nana steel book. I never did look back to Clannad. Let me look back real quick. I'm sure some of y'all actually saw my Clannad, but I never really dwelled on it. But let's see here.
Your which one?
Clannad. Nope, I got the regular. You get the steel book.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me. I don't have to get the steel book for everything. Then I got Made in Abyss. I guess with the special of season 2, release it. Naruto. Witch Hunter Robin, that set's seen better days. Well, I might upgrade this to Blu-ray just so I can just put it in the collection. This one actually has seen much better days. I love this steelbook of Desert Punk, which is also pretty cool. Naruto. Well, it's not a steelbook. It's just, well, I guess it is. I don't know what you call the big ones. The New Dominion Tank Police, which is out of print. Narima Daikon, which nobody talks about. They always talk about Excel Saga when they got that guy. And then, of course, Ryo Oki Tenshin Muyo. Which is a pretty cool, like, 10 set right there. Ninja Nonsense. Nisako. Very expensive set.
Yeah, I need to get that Nisekoi set. I bought season 1 and then found out no, it wasn't the whole thing.
They got some. So now we're into One Piece. Oh, by the way, my favorite of the Oh My Goddess ones. I like the original.
It's a good one.
This opener had as a contender for my list.
And the one next to it is a personal nostalgic fave of mine, the Okami-san.
Oh, okay.
Yankoi's fun too.
You guys are just out of here. There we go. All of those 27 volumes of One Piece, but I've got 28. These are pretty good.
I need to
This
get
one
that.
I'm very conflicted with because there are things about this that just are conflicting about that series. With Overlord, I've got the special editions of 2 and 3, but I couldn't get on one. I'm not paying the ungodly scalper prices.
There's Panyo Digisharat.
And as we see, ABV at the bottom.
And Panty and Stocking, which is getting another season for some reason.
Now, Papawa is another one that is out of print, and it's a fun series. It really is. It has a very catchy opener. And, of course, the Paranoia Agent re-release on Blu-ray.
I may still get that one.
There's my pet labor stuff.
Yep.
Yours definitely has more space saving.
Penguin Drum is a good one.
These are expensive and not worth it, by the way. These are, I do not like Persona 4 Golden. This one I like. And this one I've heard is okay. So I have to do it first, though. Your favorite, Ping Pong Club?
The Pilot's Love Song was pretty good, and the movie that goes with it, The Princess and the Pilot, was excellent.
There's the crystal sets, and they are pretty. Crystal sets are really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
They actually make the regular Sailor Moon sets look pale in comparison.
Yeah.
These.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty.
The Madoka Magica sets. This Read or Die thing.
I very much envy that. You can't not get that show.
It was funny. I got it for $25 when it originally went out.
You lucky bastard.
I wish I had upgraded to the Blu-ray set when it came out. I was like, yeah, it's too expensive. It's Aniplex. But now it's out of print. So now it's even more expensive. And there's the OVA. Because the upgrade came with the OVA.
So you notice yours has the Ghanaian stamp on it, which makes it even more out of print.
Oh, God, yeah. Of course, Roxaphon, which they released a regular version of this now.
Mm-hmm.
That was a downside. Sizing all of the Ranma Blu-rays, which is really cool to have. Reborn. This is another one I don't want to upgrade because the box art. I love the box art on these.
Freaking cool looking sets.
The Utena ones. I could upgrade these, but they're so damned expensive. I just got these. I mean, these I got for $10 a piece. So, I don't really care. This one. Rimako. This one is also out of print. It needs to be back in print. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't hold my breath on as far as Kenshin either when it comes to coming back into print again.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what happened to the creator of Kenshin. One should not keep that much pornography about. Saber Marionette J, signed, numbered. Of course, Sailor Moon sets, all of them, all nice in a row. Season 5, which was the Holy Grail, getting finally a full release in the United States. I was really glad to get the other seasons of Sayuki because I've had this one forever and I just never could touch the others. Some pretty cool stuff here. School Live, really good one that we covered. This was so cheap, I had to get it. And this is one that was deceptively cheap when it was in print. And I was like, it's Aniplex, it's cheap, it must be shit.
I wish I got it. I was holding out for a Blu-ray release, what little I knew.
And it's such a good series, it really is. It's right up there with Wagneria, in my opinion.
Those same people, wasn't it?
I think so. Of course, Sergeant Frog, I finally upgraded my DVDs. The second one goes beyond what I had on DVD. So they are looking to do a full release of this like they are with Kodacha, so I am hoping we might actually see the rest of Kodacha here. Sketchbook is one that we don't usually see very often, and that's a really good slice of life. Skip Beat, awesome one. We did an unboxing on the channel of this one. They need more of it. They need to shut down the manga because it's gone on too long.
We helped that one.
Yes, we did. We both contributed to that one. Now, this is one thing that's weird with Skip Beat. I want the anime to continue. I want it to keep going for a little while until they get to a good spot to stop. The manga I want to stop because the manga has gone on too long, in my opinion. So it's kind of a weird dichotomy there. Of course, Slayers. I upgraded that one. I used to have the giant boxes, which would have been out to here. These are all out of print and need to be back in print. There's Some Days Dreamers, and there's Sora. The Sound Euphonium. This is the European one of Season 1 because I could not get the Pony Can for Season 2. That's
for Season 1.
Sorry, for Season 1. I mean, these are the Pony Can for Season 2, which, Space Brothers, which I think you got on the Blu-ray. And this is a cool one that we both had to get. Squid Girl.
Squid Girl.
I actually really like this Super Gals release. Another one I really like is a series. Nope. And my poor knees.
No. Yes, what you posted earlier on that subject was very true.
See, I've wanted to get because Tatami Galaxy, the American release, is actually not badly priced, but this one is so much nicer.
Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, you ordered that, and then, like, right when it arrived, they announced the American release.
That's all right. The UK release is very nice. If they ever decide to do a dub, I might change my mind on it, but they didn't. So, on that, Two Hearts, another one I would love to just upgrade. I would go to one of these for like Two Heart 2 has, because this one is actually dented all the heck. Of course, the Toradora one that has the OVA on it. You talk about from our youth.
Yeah.
You did watch Transformers as a kid, I expect.
Oh, yeah.
So that's there. Oh, and of course, Urusei Yatsura, the entirety of this bad boy. Alright, there's Wagneria Season 3. Wedding Peach you'll see over there. And When They Cry as well. Some pretty good stuff there. Okay, last row. And of course, somebody keeps coveting my Volume 2 www.wagneria.
This is hard as shit to find. I need it. I have Volume 1, but not Volume 2. Okay,
there's another one, Yawara. They released only half of the series. It's good. It needs to get a full release. This original season of You're Under Arrest needs a re-release. They've got all the others that they released. Why didn't Sentai release this? They did not release the first season.
Well, they also, I don't think they've done anything with the specials of the movie either.
Not the mini episodes or the movie, which I have those as well. You're Lying in April, which a lot of people love.
I do have the advanced version of that, and I really need to watch it.
What, You're Lying in April?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it from what I got. Zona Enders also out of print, but I've been wanting to get that one because it's pretty cool.
I watch my copy of Zombieland Saga too.
Oh, yeah, me too. They got a second season coming out. All right.
Out of the good stuff.
Now for some interesting bites here. We've got a really cool release of Back Here.
Yeah.
Which I did pay more than $5 for now because I bought this better condition one for $10. And it had Volume 1 on it, so I gave the Volume 1 and the beat-up box to Mo with my money back, and I was able to spruce this up, which is kind of cool. And the reason why I don't upgrade Negima is because I've got this really well-built box set. That is a nice one. It's actually, I think it's stronger than chip. I mean, you hear that, right? You hear that solid
Yeah.
Thing was it goes. So now, run away over here. So of course we'll start with the Voltron sets. Here, all of it's the steel bricks, or I guess the tins, as they call them. And then of course the vehicle sets at the base of Dobby here. Then we've got all four of these special edition releases of Food Wars. Just waiting for that last season,
Nice.
and I will have completed Food Wars. My only big box pony can release, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, a dehumidifier, which everybody needs in one of these rooms.
Denkiga was a fun show.
Now I've got to get down on my knees once more, but this is the last time. For everybody's favorites, the NIS releases. So, a lot of this, like this is Arco Under the Bridge. I wish it was a complete NIS box series. I think you have a few more that I don't have, and I have a few that you don't have.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I'll probably never have.
That's super expensive.
That's the only one that I don't have at all in any way, shape, or form that NIS put out.
Yeah, the Kimi
You got the fancy ones for Natsume's Book of Friends, and I have the standard. I think you have the fancy ones for Kimi ni Todoke, which I have the standard.
Yeah, I've got the 3 for
I have only the second season of Toradora on the fancy box.
Yeah, those are the first ones I got.
Yeah, and I don't have with the re-release. I only have the standard.
And that's Zakuro.
And I only have. You have both seasons, right? Of Naruto.
Yes.
I only have the second season on the fancy. The first season is standard. So yeah.
These need a re-release as well.
Yes.
Season 1 and 2. I'd like to see them do a full series set. Oh my god. Ugh. Well, that's everything.
And yes, as you said, I have a few that you don't, which is nice.
But I can at least say I have every title that they've released. It's just
Yes.
I have a lot of them on standard.
Yeah.
And NIS is weird. They decided to go after a while away from those big long boxes to like this one. If Her Flag Breaks is a good example.
Yeah.
Which is these kind are the premiums that they had released towards the end. So, it's there. But that is my Animu set. I guess I'll show off this as well, because this was with that skip beat where I got all of the English voice cast signed on this poster, which is pretty awesome. And a lot of my extras for a lot of stuff are in these drawers. I try to keep hold of and keep safe, but I just did not have the room for them. So, for all of those like that. Well, I guess that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, click that like and subscribe button. If not, well, screw you. We're all good here. There was one more I was going to show off that was kind of cool that I had gotten a hold of a copy of. It was Jay. This one, which is kind of cool. It's Jack and the Beanstalk, which is awesome. And this. This is one of the creepier ones. I break this out every Halloween, couple of them.
Yeah.
And it's not that expensive, from what I remember. So, stuff to get. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see you on the next one.